We're Mel and Paul, and after a long, hot, spectacular summer of cruising, we ended up here, being towed, after an unfortunate clash in the canal, which bent our prop. Paul managed to bend it back, but it definitely needed replacing. What did you spend your money on today?
New prop. Liters.
New prop roundabout. After picking one up for a steal at the Crick Boat Show, we are now on our way to do our first ever prop replacement. And we're throwing in some painting as well, because you know us, we love to paint. Subscribe to the channel and join us for our version of boat life. Currently en route to the boatyard where we are getting taken out. So we're getting taken out at Mill's Dockyard. It's just along the Airwash, if you know this area around Sawley where we live. And just going to check in, make sure that everything is good to go. We are set to arrive tomorrow and we'll be there for a whole week. We are blacking the boat and replacing our prop, if you didn't already know. I've left Paul back at the boat. He is busy reinstalling our solar panels, the next step in getting our roof back to normal and back to its original full working state. Yesterday was officially the end of summer, the last day of summer. Can you believe it? I've been so pleased with how amazing the weather this September has been. If you also live in England, I'm sure you have totally enjoyed as well. We are into the fall, autumn, and we shall see what that brings, but I hope that the good weather continues a little bit longer. Whenever the seasons change, I start to count all the things we said we'd do but never did. All the picnics and barbecues, the river swim I kept meaning to take and didn't. It can start to look rather sad and gloomy, but lucky for us, we've got a boat to fix to distract us. And, well, summer, she'll be back. In approximately 264 days, that is.
Like two different species, still the same. We're like Jackman and Hyde, like Batman and Bruce.
The boats.
Solar panel reinstallation.
Yeah. Put them all on.
Like sugar and salt, like everything.
Clean them up, and we've just stuck on some of this foamy tape, which is going to help with our newly painted roof. How the solar panels were before, when they flapped down, they used to ding the roof a bit and make some little rust spots. So now that we have the fresh white, we're going to keep it as fresh for as long as possible. Roof's open for picnics. Just kidding. We're just being really precious about it because it's all fresh and new. The last of the solar panels going on. Almost back where we started.
Sides is because the roof is not 100% hard yet. So I think it's because it's starting to get cold, so it's taking a bit of time for it to go hard. I'm sure it'll be alright.
Just taking all precautions, wouldn't want to mess it up. Looks so good. Seems we are always living that last minute life. Just as we are finally getting all this back together, we have an 8 o'clock call time. It's not really a call time, but an 8 o'clock deadline to be at the dry dock. We should have probably had this all set and ready to go, but like I said, that's not our style. We like to cut it fine. Got an early morning tomorrow. We'll be getting up at 6 a.m, leaving by about 7. Sorry to the neighbours who like to sleep in. Not too bad working at this hour, hey? Look at that.
Working all day. How you been?
A new neighbour to the jetty walked past earlier and I was wiping down the solar panels. So I was crouching down, wet hands, getting all dirty, and at the time he walked past, Paul had literally just taken a swig of his beer and was leaning against the boat. So it looked like just the perfect scene. The guy said to me, he's like, "Are you happy about this?" I said, "Absolutely not. This guy does nothing." Obviously, we all know that that is a lie, but brilliant timing, making me look good. It's just beers and sunsets for you all day.
That was my dreams.
This morning we are all taken down, pram covers down, we are ready to head out. Onwards to the dry dock we go.
Morning folks, on our way to the dry dock, so we'll see how it happens.
One job onto the next.
Yeah, sucker for punishment.
It's around 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning, so bright and early, leaving the marina. I'm sure many people are still fast asleep. And lucked out in that another boat from our jetty is also going to be in the dry dock with us, so we'll be able to tackle Sawley Lock and Trent Lock together, which will be just fantastic. Just thinking, now that the roof is white, one of these days we're going to have to repaint our plank and our little pole. They're looking pretty sad next to the fresh white.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in.
Do with the coffee.
Straight back into cruise mode, I see. Better put the kettle on.
Golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, golden. I'll follow only golden.
You can forget very quickly when you are moored up for a time in a marina how beautiful and what a treat it is to actually own a boat and be able to come out on the water. And it's been a while since we did it early morning as well, and it is just so good. Enjoy a taste of freedom before dry, hard land and long, hard working days.
Just got over it. Sucker.
Walk up the river by my sun. Feet step over splinters of the moon.
waiting for the water to drain out the dock, and we can now get the first look at what the prop really looks like out the water.
I'll follow when you're golden. Golden, golden things.
Up first on our list of dry dock jobs was the blacking. We knew there was rain on the way, so for the first half of the week and in between fitting the prop, we were going to slap on as many coats as possible. This is Paul prepping the hull with the pressure washer. There's the old damaged prop.
After that bend you put in.
Or just having a snack break. Just blasted away with the pressure washer any loose bits so it doesn't look too bad. And he'll just go around now with a little scraper, take off anything that needs coming off. Now I'm going to take a trot and go pick up the car, pick up some paint rollers and all the last bits and pieces that we'll need to finish up this job.
I remember when we said everything will happen, and we knew we'd never fail, we would never die. I wanna forget myself again, so that everything can happen.
Drinks break.
Will you please call me by my name and tell me little lies? We will never die. We will never die. We will never die. We will never die.
Right off the back of the first coat of blacking, Paul got stuck into removing the damaged prop.
On an island in the shade, the city is on fire. Kissing water from your face, the sky is in your eyes. Don't wanna forget a single day. Could it really happen?
Success.
Now the real work begins, that's just the start.
Yeah. Oh, little key slides in there. That's how we could take that nut off. I'm glad I got another shaft though. So just look at this one. I don't know what this is. If anybody knows what this stuff is. Yeah, and the cutlass bearing's also shagged, so I'm going to try and get that sorted out. Black the boat and remove the prop. All ready for the brand new shiny one.
Successful day one.
Successful day. Looks like a tip out, yeah, I've just taken over, but
So great to actually have the space to do this though. What are you doing now?
there's meant to be a grub screw in here, but I can't see one. Makes me worried.
Do we have grub screws?
I have to get one. This is the new rubber bearing, 30mm. There's a 30mm shaft that we've got, and that's a cutlass bearing. So that is this. So I've got to pull that one out. So if I can put my bearing puller down here, get it to go on this face here on the inside, and then just slide hammer it out, it should just come out. And then there's a grub screw on the side here that it's meant to have to hold this from sliding out over there, but that's not it. That's not in there. So I'll have to see if I can get another grub screw to fix that problem. So yeah, that's it. We got the prop out, got the rudder off. There's the rudder. Like we had it tacked, so I just grinded the tacks off. Easy job. There you go. You can see on here where we grinded the tacks off. There's your rudder, just a little tacks there. That's the bearing that I took off just to slide it out. So everything's going according to plan.
Cool.
See what tomorrow brings us.
Day one is almost done. We have realized though that the bearing puller thingamajigger that Paul needs is in our storage box back at the marina, so I slipped up there. We're gonna have to total on back to our home base, pick that up, ready to get back and stuck into things tomorrow. Enjoy your shower.
Oh, it's moist in there. There's a lot. Oh, there we go.
See ya.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be here.
To avoid any issues with soapy liquids and the fresh paint, we refrained from showering at home and made use of the perks of marina life while picking up our tools.
Off to my shower.
Join us in a week for the next installment of our time at the dry dock. Thank you so much to our patrons, and thanks to all of you for watching. See you soon.